Hi, this is Nikita representing MarvelSoft. Today I am going to show how the pawnbroking works in our jewelry software. What is pawnbroking? Pawn. Pawn is the one to deposit something, that is any product is to use it as a collateral when you are borrowing a money, and the broking is the one where the service of buying and selling a product. Who is a pawnbroker? Pawnbroker is the one where the person who gives the money to people when they deposit their jewelry products. Firstly, we have to log in into our jewelry software by adding username and password. Here, add the username and password and click on the login. Here, the software page will be open. In the home page, you can see that we have set the today's gold rate and a silver rate, which we can do in the product menu. In the product model, we can set the gold rate and the silver rate. Go to the pawnbroking menu, click on that. Here, the pawnbroking page will be opened. These are the pawnbroking menus which we work on that. Firstly, click on the H-form menu. By clicking on H-form, the H-form page will be opened. The H-form is meant for buying a product for the purpose of exports. The H-form is issued under CST when the interstate buyers is an exporter and buys the product for the purpose of exports. If you want to create a H-form, click on the Add button. These are the previously added H-form. By clicking on Add button, we can create the H-form. Search the pawner name. By searching the first letter of the pawner, here in the drop down we can see. Click on that. By clicking on that, the name and the phone number of the pawner will be displayed. Add the H number and select the broking, that is a ticket number, which we set in the pledge menu. The pawn ticket date will be displayed when we select the broking. Then select the interest rate. By selecting the interest rate, the loan amount, principal amount, the ROI and the accrued interest will be displayed. The accrued interest is the one where is to increase over a period of time. If you want to add a discount, add a discount. And if you want to add a close date, then select a close date. Then click on the create. Here the H-form added successfully message will be displayed. If you want to print a receipt, click on the receipt. By clicking on the receipt page will be open. Here you can see that the received from the name and the broking number and the pledge date, the amount of loan, interest rupees, that is accrued interest, and the total. Here the signature of pawnbroker or his agent should be there, should be done. If you want to take a print, click on the print and you can take a print. If you want to download it, click on download and you can download the receipt. If you want to see your added details, you can see in the H-form table. Here in the H-form table, the borrower name, mobile number, ticket number, interest rate, loan amount, accrued interest, and the hash number will be displayed. By searching the pawn borrower name, we can see the H form details by adding the from date and the to date. By searching from date and to date of the pawn borrower, the details will be displayed in the H form table. Here in the H form menu, you can see the details in Excel as well as in PDF. By clicking on the Excel, go to the downloads. Here in the downloads, you can see the Excel. You can see in the Excel which we added the details in the H form. Then if you want to see in a PDF, click on the PDF and in the downloads open the PDF. Here you can see the H form details in PDF form. The pawner name and the broking, that is ticket number, this we added in the pledge and the pawn borrower, which I am going to show later. Next, go to the pawn settings. By clicking on pawn settings, the pawn setting page will be opened. This menu helps you to save the details of bank. Here you have to add the bank name, address, state, mobile number, PBL number, pledge percentage, ROI, and you have to enable the auto generated and the enable month calculation and enable the footer value and add the ticket number and the notice ticket month. If you want to enter a message, you can enter a message here and then click on the update. By clicking on update, here the updated message will be displayed. Next, click on the report menu. Here the report menu page will be opened. Here the pawn borrower details will be displayed in the pawn borrower detail table. Here in the table we can see the pawn borrower details which we added in the pawn borrower menu is displayed here, and the ticket number, the loan amount which we added in the pledge is also showing here in the report menu. If you want to see a particular pawn borrower, then here you have to search the name of the pawn borrower by searching the first letter of the pawn borrower. Here you can see the pawn borrower name and the mobile number. Click on that and select the from date and the to date. From which date to which date we have added the details. Select the date. From date to date. Then click on find button. By selecting the pawn borrower name, the from date and to date, here we can see the particular pawn borrower details. Next, click on the ledger account menu. By clicking on ledger account menu, the ledger account page will be opened. A ledger account menu is the one in which the product records and the amounts records will be present. Here in the ledger report details master table, you can see the pawn borrower name and phone number, address, pledge date, ticket number, loan amount and so on. All the details will be displayed here, which we added in the pawn borrower and the pledge menu. Here in pawn borrower, if we added a pawn borrower photo and the FP photo, item image and the item photo, then it will be displayed in the ledger account menu. In this menu, we can select the particular pawn borrower name. Here you can see that by adding the first letter of the pawn borrower name, you can see the detail like borrower name and the mobile number. Click on that and select the from date and the to date. Now you can see that the particular pawn borrower details. By clicking on till date, you can see the details to till date. By checking in the H form generated, here you can see the which we added in H form, which we created the H form details. When we check in to the H form generated, the details will be displayed here. The created H form in the H form menu, which we added there, which we created there, is displaying here when we check in the H form generated. Then when we click on the open pawn ticket, the pawn ticket added details will be displayed. When we check in the open pawn ticket, here the H form generated details will not display. When we uncheck with all details, the H form generated detail also shown here, the H form ID and all the details. When we click on the notice tickets, here the SMS sent column will be opened. The SMS sent column will be shown here. By checking in, you can send the SMS and then enable the address will be enabled. Next, if you want to take a print, click on the print button. Here in the print, all the details of the pawn borrower will be displayed. You can see the name of the pawner and address and all the details you can see here. If you want to download, you can download it. If you want to take a print, you can take a print here. If you want to see in Excel, click on the Excel and go to the downloads and open it. Here you can see all the details. If you want to take a PDF, if you want to see in a PDF, click on the PDF. Go to the downloads and open the PDF. Here you can see the details in the PDF. Here you can see the SMS sent is true when you check in the SMS sent in the software. Next, go to the auction menu, click on that. The auction menu page will be opened. The auction is a public sale at which the items are sold to a person who offers to pay more money. To add an auction, the borrower's details should not be issued in H form. To add an option, click on the add button. Here you can add the details by selecting the pawn borrower name. By adding the first letter of the borrower, you can see here the name. Click on that. The name and the phone number will be displayed, and select the ticket number. By selecting ticket number, the pawn ticket date will be displayed. Add the auction date and click on create. Here you can see that added successfully message will be displayed. If you want to see added details, you can see in the master table. Select the added detail. By selecting the details, you can see here you have to add the auctioneer name. You can add auctioneer name, phone number, address and all. I'm adding the auctioneer name. You can add the phone number, address, and you can click on the update. Here the updated successfully message will be displayed. If you want to see a particular auctioneer, select the pawn borrower. If you want to see a particular added auctioneer detail, select the pawn borrower name. By selecting the first letter, by adding the first letter of the pawn borrower, you have to select. You can select the pawn borrower name, and you have to select the from date and the to date. By selecting the pawn borrower for particular, you can see the details of the particular pawn borrower details. If you want to take a print, click on the print button. Here you can see the name and the ticket number, date, and the bank name. If you want to take a print, click on the print, and if you want to download it, you can download. By clicking on print all, here you can see the from date and the to date and bank name, ticket number, pawn date, amount, and the name and address of the pawner, and the details of the article, pledge with date, and the total amount. You want to take a print? Take a print. To download it, you can download it. If you want to see an Excel and a PDF, click on the Excel. Click on the Excel icon. Go to the downloads and open the Excel. Here you can see the details which we have added in the auctioneer menu. And if you want to see in a PDF, click on the PDF icon and open the PDF icon. And here you can see the details. Next, go to the pledge book menu. Here the pledge book menu page will be opened. In the pledge book, the pledge details will be added. To add a details, click on the add button. Here in the right hand side, you click on the pledge. Here you can add the details. Select the pawn borrower name, here the name and the phone number will be displayed, and add the further details. Add the item name, loan amount, weight and the value, that is the amount, that is actual amount of the item. Then click on the click on the create. By clicking on the create, here you can see in the master table, and then Click on the H form to create a H form by adding the H number and the redemption date. Here add the H number. I'm adding the H number and the redemption date, and then click on update. By clicking on update, here the message will be displayed. If you want to take a print, click on the print receipt. Here you can see the details. If you